Hello everyone, today we'll be going over a simple circuit tutorial. We will be going over two different circuits on how to power this little LED right here. Before we get into that, let's go over a quick breakdown of how to use a circuit board. So along this whole line here of red, we have our hot or our positive power, and all those lines down that whole line are connected. Vice versa, same thing with the negative or the ground along the top line. These lines up here we won't be using, but they are the same as down here. They're just in a different location and they are not connected with each other. On the inside here, we got our breadboard, and all the dots are connected vertically. And along the center here, it divides the whole thing and continues that pattern vertically all the way up. So anything connected vertically underneath the plastic here, it's connected via metal. And then if we move anything horizontally, it won't be connected at all. It'll be a completely different string. All right, let's start. So I like to start with my LED, get that out of the way. We're going to go ahead and connect that to any of the pegs in the ground or the negative here. And then we'll stick it into the breadboard. And then we can take our resistor here. Looks like this guy. These come in a variety of different colors. And we'll stick it one peg vertically from the LED. And then the other peg will be horizontal so that it is not connected and we don't get any interference where electricity likes to go wherever it wants. From there, we can connect this resistor straight up to power or the positive. And then that'll be a complete circuit from positive to negative. It'll go through the wire, and then through the resistor, and then through the LED. Oops. This one right here, it's got to be vertically or else it won't connect. So this one right here is one down vertically from the resistor. All right. So if we hook up some wires here, both the negative and the positive, we can connect that to our battery here, positive to negative, and get ourselves a nice little light show. So if we connect that here, positive to positive, negative to negative, we get our nice little light show. Alrighty. So the next circuit's going to be a little bit more complicated. We're going to add a level of practicality. In order to get the LED functioning in a more practical sense, we're going to be adding a switch. That way it's not just always on whenever we add a power source. So in order to do this, we got our nice little switch right here. It's got 4 different switches on it, but we're only going to be using one. Each switch has its own corresponding prongs. So we're going to go ahead and attach this guy to ground, just like we did with the LED last time. And the other prongs will be going into the breadboard. Then we want to hook our power, the one we're going to connect to the battery, right in here. And we're going to choose the first lever here. We're going to put that vertically from the first lever. Alrighty, that way, when we take our resistor here and we hook it also vertically, one more prong above the other, it'll create a pathway junction. So when we put power in through here, it'll go through the wire, and then depending on whether the switch is on or off, It'll either go through the resistor or it'll go straight into ground, and we won't have any circuit. It'll just be a short circuit, no power. Okay, so with this, we can take our LED, connect it one down vertically. You could also go up, but I'm deciding to go down and connect that to the resistor. And then we'll take the other leg and connect that straight into ground. Okay, so then we should be able to hook this up to our positive and negative here. And then connect that to a battery and have ourselves a nifty little switch. Let's go and try that out. Again, same thing with the battery, positive to positive, negative to negative. All right, and if I flick this switch on, it should, oh, did I put you backwards? I did put it backwards. So that's something to keep in mind. Your LED could just simply be backwards. On an LED, you have two different prongs. You have a positive and a negative end, and it will not flow in one direction. So if you're having problems and your circuit's lined up properly, you want to make sure that that's set up properly. Now, we got a working circuit. And that'll be all. Thank you for coming by, and I hope to see you again.